trying to survive after being in a chokehold for 8.5 minutes. Here the nation remembers Eric Garner, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd. Here the nation remembers again how to breathe freely. The next one is a poem with a question for all of you in the end to reflect on it. Does hurt have a gender? What does a body want when it breaks into a million pieces? Its pulverized existence wanting acceptance, only to be ignored and walked over, left over like a day's old milk on the kitchen counter, forgotten and left to curdle. Why do we keep numbing the sharp pain, the knotted lamentation, caught in our hungry mouths, which cuts our soul both ways and leaves us to bleed in this world profused with sweat and blood, a moment in describing, leaking and soaking the ridges of the curbside, where the thickness of your blood is viscosity and the gravitas of your speech depends on the color of your skin, a pain untenable. An insurmountable pain rising in my mouth, a dichotomy between pain and acceptance. Does scream have a religion too? Do cries have a race? Does hurt have a gender? Do wounds have a nationality? Does your tongue curl into sin when you call out my name? Does the triteness of the ideology still mollify your pain? The next one is called A Bridge Needs to Be Built. Not every thought stirs me up. Not every flicker brightens my heart. It takes 1,000 steps in my heart to take one little step towards you. Not every morning brightens my soul. Not every rain washes my sins. I have knelt on so many pews seeking absolution. Not every prayer absolves my sins. Not every scar sings songs of my glory. Not every wrinkle is chiseled with experience. I'm a fleck of mortality riding the winds of time. Not every moment of history carves me. Not every sin I commit defines me. Not every blank space in my heart can be filled. Not every thought of mine can be aligned. But every day in me, I find myself a bridge that needs to be built. A dark corner that needs to be lit. The next one is called Survival is an Art. Survival is an art. What do you do with the wound that is healed? Do you count along with the scars as the soul heals and repairs? Or you scrape it again, not to forget the lesson it reveals? What do you do when the broken heart heals? When it leaves the cracks like that broken vase on my mental piece with those dead lilies? What do you do with the letters written with apology and despair? Your despondent heart stops breathing or starts dreaming a new affair. What do you do when the autumn leaves though dead rolling behind, stripped from the mighty embrace of the old chestnut, reminiscing the days so sublime? Survival is an art. We all are a living testament to this truth. A life begins after severing the umbilical cord from its root. Thank you. The next one is a personal favorite of mine because I've written it after my mother and the lesson she always used to give me. We all rise out of love. My tongue twists and turns trying to fit the cookie cutter in a land unknown. The words put in my mouth like the small portions, those chords made by the warm supple hands of my mother, gently waiting for the next one. Her fingers, always doused by the fragrance of the bay leaves, turmeric tainted, the various shades as she kneads the atta and dispense the life lessons in the kitchen on a warm summer day. She taught me kindness comes from the heart, But hunger pierces a man the most. So learn to soothe the hunger, the lingering pain, as she puts all her strength to knead the atta into the dollop of the milky moon. My language is different than yours. I try fervently to explain to my son, who keeps correcting my pronunciation as I teach him the basics of love, kindness, and purity of heart. Sometimes I wonder how this world, marred and demarcated by the boundaries, those twisted pronunciations would look beautiful kneaded together, like the lump of moon sitting in the copper-clad parat of my mother, waiting to rise out of warmth. Thank you, everyone. And the last poem is, for my reading, is called The Survival Story, and it was a national level winner in the Poetry Matters contest. My survival story. The slow cleaving in my backbone, the seamless transformation, branching into my thousand selves like a sapling breaking from the blind seed. I'm sprouting, I'm thriving. Growing like a Medusa, this fecundity of myself, breaking out into thousand versions of me, morphing into shapes, perfecting the art of topiary. Like a reflection of the summer sun shining into a million versions of me on shards of broken mirror, blessing them with its apricity. I'm the war cry, the mortal fear, residing behind the enemy lines, the lava, the primordial gel, creating life so sublime. I'm the knowledge in the verse, in the smattering cacophony of your mind. With inked breaths and walnut skin, boisterous, unfettered, and uncontrolled, walking barefoot on this bare, gravelled path, unspooling life's fear in its intimate corridor. My pain impaled on the stars in the nightly sky, I shine through my pulverized skin. The broken pieces I forged together to make a whole of me, an untrammeled beauty within it. This fecundity is my survival instinct to handle the plethora of emotions life throws at me, undulating between the proximity and prosody of pain. I'm learning. Yes, I'm grown. Thanks everyone for listening. I just wanted to close the reading of mine with a quote from the poet Sonia Sanchez, and she says, "All poets and writers are political. They either maintain the status quo or they say, something's not right, let's change it for the better." Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Mega Sood, international poet, editor, curator. She's done amazing things in the world. If you just type Mega Sood in your Google, you'll probably get like 20 pages, 30 pages maybe, of all of the work that she is doing all over the world for literary arts. Thank you for your work in the world. We appreciate you. We now have coming to the stage our brother, James Ellerby. James Ellerby, go to the website and read his bio, but I'm just going to talk about him for a minute. Is that all right? All right. So now, this guy, his bio does not say super person. It doesn't say super person at all. This man works tirelessly to promote poetry events all over this state. In my imagination, he's looking online like, is there something else going on? Is there something else going on? And then he'll post it to his website. What's the name of it, bro? PoetryEvents.com. He's gonna say that when he get up here. I don't want to mess anybody's things up. So NewJerseyEvents.com is what I think it is, right? New Jersey Poetry Events.com. See, look at me, I'm growing up. New Jersey Poetry Events.com. And anything that you want to know about poetry going on in this state, James Ellerby knows about it. Go to the site and find it. He is promoting, he is enough to just promote his own incredible work, but he's not selfish, and he's promoting everybody. Can we tell you something? You can't promote what you compete with, and he is not in competition. He knows that what he has is valuable and nobody can touch it. All right, and I'm not gonna touch it either. DJ has the music for him, James Ellaby. Welcome to the stage. Listen, if you're not paying attention, change your mind. Change your mind and help me bring this brother to the stage, James C. Ellaby.
How's everybody doing? All right, welcome to the 4th Paterson Poetry Festival. And my name is James C. Ellaby once again, spoken word recording artist, author, and I wanted to do some musical poetry for you that's hot off my album. Well, this one is not, the first one's not, but the other two is. But the first one we're gonna do is Miles Away. Any jazz lovers? Any jazz lovers? All right, so you'll appreciate this. Anybody know about Miles Davis? You'll definitely appreciate this then. Here we go. This I call Miles Away. It's a tribute to Miles Davis and jazz music. Yeah. You always see miles away. When our love for you was miles ahead, trying to squeeze parts lips together made out of your love. I loved you like Miles loved his trumpet, waiting for you to see the king in me while your heart sang, someday my prince will come. My melancholy muse, life is bleak, you gotta play the scales, you gotta play the scales. Play me like more better blues. You never knew what you wanted. And organized confusion to my pheromones like the organized confusion of bees brew. Life is a bee in an itch. Someone's got to scratch. Your love was always my lap. You always seemed miles away when my love for you was miles ahead. Trying to leave the atmosphere to reach a stratosphere. 32 miles of lies, compiled out of broken dreams, broken promises, brokenness. A clutter of clutter, a boat with no rudder, a smile in reverse. You are the worst note I ever played. Played me like emotions, paved my roads with asphalt and years of pain. I was your Miles, you left me like Coltrane. To innovate your new view, you had me feeling kind of blue. You always seemed miles away, never was adjacent. Step to the left like a G clef, or yet, better yet, left me hanging, bass clef. You're sketchy like sketches of Spain. So I wrote your bad notes in my notebook, poured burn on every word. Blew you away like dizzy till I was no longer dizzy. I caught this ride like Charlie Parker on the other end of a saxophone, to no longer hear my moans like a trombone at rest. You always seem miles away, but instead of chasing you east, I decided to turn west. You're always miles away. You're always miles away. Thank you. All right, you like that? All you jazz lovers. The next one I'm gonna do It's called We Are Superheroes. And how many comic book lovers? Comic book, Marvel, DC. All right, so you've seen all the Marvel movies and all DC television programs and so forth. But what I noticed about these characters is that they represent attributes in all of us. They represent characters in all of us because we are superheroes. Everything that we need in society is in you. So I wanted to talk about it. So this is We Are Superheroes. There's a superhero inside you. You must bring that superhero to the forefront. All right? It's got a little hook to it too.
I can be your superhero, hero.
I can be him.
Can be your superhero, hero.
You can be him.
Can be your superhero, hero.
We can be him.
Can be your superhero, hero, yeah.
Superhero, super.
You can be a
superhero, super.
Our superhero. So let no one steal your cape. Let there be no mistake. You have superpowers. You can soar above pain like the fountain. You can punch holes in fears like Luke Cage. And no matter what people may say, the bulk of your power is inside you. It wasn't manufactured in a lab. You're not a mutation. You're a physical manifestation of something glorious, something majestic. You too can control storms like storm. You were born beautiful, powerful, gifted. Uplift your soul. The neighborhoods are your economy, and you are Black Panther. So save your fellow Avengers. Their name is Isaiah Bradley, the first Captain America. Like you were the first to create civilization, one of God's greatest creations on this earth. So take back your birthright. Esau, climb, claw, fly your way out of the abyss. Assist anyone in despair. Dare to be incredible. Dare to be fearless. That you can be defeated by your own weakness. Secure your secret identity. The world doesn't need to see. Sometimes great things are done in secrecy. But most importantly, never give up. Tired of injustice, then decide enough is enough. Turn words into actions, dreams into goals. Hold yourself accountable.
Superhero, super. I can be a superhero, super.
I can be your superhero, hero.
You are.
Can be your superhero, hero.
We are.
Can be your superhero, hero.
You are.
Can be your superhero, hero, yeah.
Superhero, super. I can be a superhero, super.
Evil never sleeps. It wreaks havoc. Disenfranchised lives, it will always live in a lie. Be the proof and truth. Be bulletproof. Be someone's lifesaver. Let no one steal your cake. Make everyday adventure to uncharted places. Pace yourself. Don't exhaust all your powers at one time. Even Jesus had to recharge. Be large in life like Super then swoons with your mind. Combined with like-minded forces, you got a course to your destiny. Believe you can. Believe you must. Trust in your maker. For who's gonna show her that her life is worth more than the reality TV show contract? Who's gonna show him again? There's no place to find a father figure. Your purpose is bigger than you. Your superpowers are not meant for you. They're meant for your family, your neighborhood, your community. For everyone wants to be super. Everyone wants to be special. Or be the change. Be the difference. Be superheroes. For God's sakes. Just be. All right? Superhero. You are superheroes. Superheroes, 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 super. I can be a superhero, 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 super.
I can be your superhero, hero.
You can be
I can be your superhero, hero.
We can be
I can be your superhero, hero.
You can be
I can be your superhero, hero. Yeah.
We are superheroes. That's off my spoken word album, Pulsar. Definitely come and see me afterwards to get a copy. I have digital copies and I also have CDs for those that still collect them. So definitely see me. Also my book, Beyond the Event Horizon, my poetry book is also on sale. I have it with me too. Just see me. And if you want the information for the New Jersey PoetryEvents.com, also come see me. So this last one I'm gonna do, I gotta talk about a little science. Can I talk about a little science? See, there's this matter in the universe, theoretical matter, called strange matter. And when it comes into contact with any matter, it consumes into itself to become itself, or it completely destroys it. And so, I have an interesting twist about this scientifical astronomical phenomenon. So, this is strange matter. Little hip hop poetry for you. There we go. Right from the beginning. Yeah, right from the beginning. There we go. Strange matter. What am I? I'm a lump of unruly particles that might exist, but currently not existing in our universe. I'm compressed to the point that I become something entirely different, something very strange. Strange matter. Why should it matter that we matter? Or is the matter at hand that one hand carries more privilege that the other hand doesn't? Strange matter. Something not normal. Something must be wrong with the world, for it's not normal. Or how else can someone gun another down, unarmed with their palms stretched to the sky, like they're trying to reach for God? And you should be funded that there's no God in someone's motives. Strange matter. I am the unidentifiable. These matters are strange. Under the same pressure, we never react the same. These are strange matters. Strange feelings in a strange time. Strange way that we speak, see the way that we rhyme. We are strange matter. That matter of fact. Deciphering out the power, I'm finally giving back to the strange ones. But they consume everything. But what they don't understand can make me seem a little strange. Strange matter. Should have been born blue. Should have been born with the acceptable view. Maybe Sandra Bland little strange ones. Built to consume everything, but what they don't understand can make me seem a little strange. Strange matter, scatter our human rights to the wind, till they're gone with the wind. Telling our queens, frankly, I don't give a damn. Am I not a man? Is she not a woman? Why can't you see our matters not that strange? We have dreams. We're working hard to squeeze into the fabric of life. I want to be a husband to my wife. I want to know what it's like to truly be equal. Staples are not high enough for our souls. The scrolls tell us likewise. Your lies can't hide the fact that our matter matters. You must accept that there's no exception to be ruled. To pool all our resources to resort to something more resourceful is not acceptable. We can no longer plead to a creed that no longer matters. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that the evidence proves we never matter. We are too strange to matter, but our matter changes everything. We must exhaust everything until we matter. What's the matter with that? What's the matter with you? Is it strange to want to matter? Strange matter. I am not fallible. These matters are strange. Under the same pressure, they never react the same. These are strange matters. Strange beings in a strange time. Strange way that we speak. See the way that we rhyme. We are strange matter. Not matter of fact. Exactly our problem. I'm fighting to give it back to the strange ones. Built to consume everything, but what they don't understand can make me seem a little strange. Strange matter will one day change into matter that matters. Lest you see the day when the strange matter becomes negatively charged, changing most of the matter into strange matter. Thus our strangeness will no longer matter. I am unidentifiable. These matters are strange. Under the same pressure, we never react the same. These are strange matters. Strange beings in a strange time. Strange way they speak. You know every rhyme. We are strange matter. That matter of fact. It's like our problem. I'm fighting to give it back to the strange ones. Built to consume everything. But what you don't understand can make me seem a little strange matter. Thank you for listening. Once again, if you like what you heard, come see me. I'll be right there. And I got CDs, I got digital downloads for your cell phones as well, and my book as well. Thank you for being a part of this Paterson Poetry Festival. Give yourselves a hand for coming out and enjoying the festivities, but we got more. And I bring it back to Talina.
Blessings. Did I tell you? Oh my goodness. Our mayor is here. He wants to address us and take some pictures. You coming up?
Yeah, sure.
This is Mayor Andre Saya for the Paterson Poetry Festival and the whole city of Paterson. The whole city's important, but today, just the festival.
Let's have a rousing round of applause for Paterson's Poet Laureate. That's very good. That's very good. I'm encouraged by that. She's also the chairwoman of the Paterson Arts Exchange. Yeah. Good round of applause for that. And an intelligent young lady with tons of talent. Talina Queen. That's your new nickname, tons of talent. What do you think? Native American name, that's what she said. So I'm really encouraged that we have the Poetry Festival. One of the things I look forward to every year is the countdown to the Paterson Poetry Festival. The countdown is no longer relevant right now because we're right here, right now. Right, Mr. Gillette, he's always color coordinated too. Another talented young individual here in the city of Paterson. Jaquir Gillette, let's give him a round of applause. And Modest too. I want to thank Paterson because we focused on the census and we were saying, wait a minute, we have more than 150,000. And because people filled out that form, we're at 160,000. We're a first-class city in the state of New Jersey. He still has the wristband say Paterson counts. Also, Paterson, I'm proud of you. Our vaccination rate is 88%, one of the highest in the state. You know, safe, it's effective. I encourage anyone who hasn't gotten vaccinated, please do so. But today it's all about poetry. That's Mr. Eloquent, right? He was impressive. We need a superhero. Strange matters. You know that's gonna be in my head all day. It's like an earworm. That's what they call it, right? My wife's like, what are you talking about? Okay. Look at that. Wait, do you have a You do? Okay. He just sold a copy just right to me. Do you want me to try some poetry or sing, dance? What are you gonna do? He said none of the above. Oh, he said all of the above. I'm sorry. My hearing's going. It's the first thing that goes, right, Mr. Allenby? I'd rather see you up here again than have me try to perform. All right, you want me to do something? You sure? You don't seem too enthusiastic. There you go. Okay, there you go. I've never been one to succumb to peer pressure, but I like her, so I'm gonna have to do it. I graduated last in my high school class, went to community college, got my act together, and then I went to Seton Hall University, and I was valedictorian. I graduated with the highest honors. And there was a motivational speaker my first year during our orientation. His name was Willie Jolly. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He shared a poem with us, and it helped me get to where I needed to go. So here goes nothing. You ready? Do it, do it, do it. Your new nickname is none of the above. I like that one right there. Ready? Some people never know how fast they can swim until there are sharks pursuing them. But the one who succeeds in life's great race is the one who wisely sets the pace. The pace is not set as fear requires. Your stroke is a product of your desires. As you face oceans of decision, are you guided by fear or by vision? Have you set your goals? Are you trying to reach high marks? Or are you still waiting to see the sharks? Let's always be motivated, everybody. Should I drop the mic on that one? None of the above, huh? I remember that. Can they go now?
Mayor Andre Saya. You want a mayor who's coming to support the event, huh? All right, family. I have something very important to tell you before we bring up Macaulay. There's a car show today. It's Poetry in Motion. And they're going to be right on the other side of the Passaic County Sheriff's Command Center. If your car is there, the sheriff is going to tow it away. So if your car is on the other side of the command center, go move your car, because the sheriff's department, they like cars as well. And they're ready for the car show. There's going to be probably 20 cars over there for the show. And so if your car is parked there, move it to there. Move from here, go over there. If car's over there, move it over here. Ready? If your car is over there, move it over here. All right, don't say I didn't tell you. It's recorded. Everybody knows that if your car is over there, the Passaic County Sheriff's Department will tow it. If you are a vendor and your car is over there, move it over here. All right, everybody else? That's it, that's all. All right, so now, this woman, the last time she was at Paterson Poetry Festival, I got a call every single month from my mentor that said, this woman is important and you need to have her here and we need to put her in places, and now they have their own relationship. She is impactful, she is amazing, she is multi-talented, she is going to stay with you for a long time in your mind. She's an inspiration, and just to prove it, she's also an educator like I am. Just to prove it, she changed her name to Words so you understand that these words are so important to her that she changed her name to make it words. This is Macaulay Words. She's amazing. Help her to the stage. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hi,
Hey.
how we doing?
All right.
This is so beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Queen, for that beautiful intro. Thank you, James, for that lovely, lovely, lovely performance. And to all the poets, big honor. So, pandemic changed a lot of things for a lot of people. And one of those things for me me was definitely like just life was different, right? And so one of the things that became a tradition for me was Zoom calls with my son. So this first piece is dedicated to that beautiful 10-year-old. Today, my brilliant son wears a shirt in my favorite combination of colors, black and white. Wears it like the colors of college wallpaper and my black Pilot G207, my right or die, because yes, the pen is that serious. Yes, the pen is that savior of my sad stories and my sweetest dreams. And today is for a celebration of an ending to what was and the beginning of what can now be possibility. Possibility pauses the day and the Zoom and art showcases a lion. Like of the fiercest variety, stares at me. This is the second time in 2 days that I have seen lions, and both times they came from spaces where love lives. And I wonder about the roar of the love. Fierce and staring into my soul, I wonder about the numbers of the day. Today is the sum of 4, 1, 2, 2, 1. Today is the sum of 10, 4, 12, 21. Today is 1 Genesis, Alpha, and today is 10 Omega. Today was a God day, a day for the divine, and I can't help but smile when my 10-year-old prince asks me this. Mom, let's play that game. What game, my dear? I asked, my heart full and my head tilted to the right, how it does sometimes when my focus is heavy. My son has decided poetry. Poetry is for our house. And our house is wherever we hold space for sun and lions and penciled safaris. Because the terrain may change, but you are still a breathing revolution. You evolve from your ends and introduce them to better beginnings, and this is what it feels like to win on a Monday. When your kind-hearted child decides art lives at our house. And this is the living room where we make room for love. My son changes his Zoom name to your son, all caps. I smile. I am in all the love with my sweet son's heart. My son spits sweet bars between summoned momas for his mama. He draws heroes and royal roaring creatures, mainly. In our house, we let a lion free once, accidentally, but now she roams the whole world and calls the whole thing home. Our house is here for now, where we share squares and sing about Philadelphian prince of air that rang bells in neon colors so everyone could watch the glow. I watched my son spit the original rhyme and remix and spit it back one time, then repeat it like light work. And God said, let there be light, and it was good. And here, in our house, we leave on the light so the art will always find her way home. And my son, all uppercase letters, for I know no better place than right now, my son, you are my favorite participant in our house. I smile at the beauty of what you've made family mean, my love. My popular painter, my dashing dancer, my partner in poetry. You make our house everywhere our heart is, and our heart is everything the art is. You ask me if I'm done writing my poem yet. I say, almost. I am almost there. And though you are there and I am here, we are home now. Thank you. I love that. So love is an important thing to me. And I think love lives in so many different spaces and can feel so many different sorts of ways. And I honor it. So I'm going to read this next piece. And all of this is pretty new work. All of this is things that were written over the course of the pandemic. But yeah, actually, I'm gonna do a throwback and then I'll bring it back to the future. Back to the future. Okay, good. All right. My tongue is bending and flicking and rolling over R's to tell you in all languages and in however many ways I love you. I love you with ginger, oil, wasabi, honey, and you on my tongue. I tell you in any flavor, however you like it, sugar or spice it, it's yours for the baking. Taking, frying, sizzling, stripping, marinating, serenading, don't rate me so far into this loving thing, this kiss and hugging thing. So far into you, I have crossed mile markers. So far into you, I couldn't drive no more because there were oceans. So I flew. I wrote a rapture for the heart capture was taken up into the sky so high you leave my eyes red, my mind red, my face red. You leave me loved and assured and okay about my pre-kindergarten selfishness. Yes, you are mine and nobody else's is. You are the most beautiful jaw and lips and fingertips and 2-hour trips just to bring me dayquil and kiss. You are singing songs off key and unlocking things I didn't know I keep. You are reading the books off of my bookshelves and sending me jamming deaf poets because you want to know me better and give me what I like. Well, you are what I like and love. You are like Costco, dude. I have found everything I need in you. Thank you. Thank you. It's always good to come back here and run into people and say, I remember you, I still have your mug. Yes, okay. Ooh, all right, here's another one. Ever fall asleep on the phone because you're just so in love and you're just on the phone, you're talking, and then somebody falls asleep but you stay there because you're like, it's kind of like we're cuddling, you know? Just now, as you sleep, Brent, as you sleep, breathing gently into the phone, I smile and wish I could hold you at your waist or about your shoulders. In my head, I hold you in my head, pressure, less pressure, pressure dead. We are not requiring love, but she showed up anyway. She showed up anyway, stayed anyway, gangster for life anyway. I dream colorful, shimmering silk robes and vibrant teal. How does it feel? How does it feel against the skin, cool and gentle and dangerous too? We'll spill you at the table. When it's time for supper, we'll eat. Remembered my posture. Breathe suddenly better. This be for passion fruit and palm trees. This be for save me, say it's okay, I saved me for myself. Say it's okay, I ate a red flower and wore colors yesterday, and I wear my hair like a security blanket I could hide behind. Like a veil that won't betray me. I free myself from the bondage of trying to shake so much of the maybe. So much of the maybe before I know fully of now and I love you. I say love to myself and I mean it. So hard now. I anoint my neck, chest, I'm delicate with myself and hard too. I wear cologne sometimes because I like a deep scent. And I am a surprise from the past and present. Bright, yellow, happy, warrior eyes dark. I am a smile, yup, I smile with my eyes. From the beginning of my joy to the end of my cries, I breathe, I release, I tap my inner child like a maple full of syrup that will save me. Just in time for the first snow. There will be something warm as memory and marshmallows just burnt enough for a shared fire. I mean to say I call on a warm, safe space. I no longer think anything must be any precise way. Won't it be a doodle before it was a masterpiece? I am now learning. This is school, I am a scholar. I came to let you know it would be well with you. I send you, I love you against your neck. I write this poem. Won't make it more than it is, won't compromise the pride in my tribe, my green gold, my grow better. Between the cracks of stone past the purpose will no longer wait, and so we go. And forget to ask permission, we just go. We just go, and we listen. All right, we're gonna read this. You all know the song, I don't know if you know it. The song, this is a God dream, this is a God dream.
Of course it's almost dead.
You know, he said, of course it's good. Stop playing, all right. I want to dedicate this one to just the people of Paterson, everybody who's gathered here. I think this idea of community coming together under the banner of poetry is such a beautiful thing. And to me, this space is a God dream. So this is the piece. This is a God dream Took a chance on faith, followed my wings before I knew the flight. Everything will be alright. I too seek the light, all of the ones I need, I declare myself mine. I be for myself, I be on behalf of myself. Free thing. I am an often operating onomatopoeia. I boom, I pow, I pie-out. I am learning to be less afraid of my own sound. I am outside more often. Legs stretched, earphones in. This is everything. This is love. This is needed, necessary. We sometimes we time travel on a Saturday. We sit in the land like we've learned nothing of boundaries and bloodshed yet. We pause the pain perhaps. We shield the brains beneath our manes, make the mind the main space for our best peace. Because see, we bold as 4-year-olds with hands full of wet rainbow, the shape of their lifelines, which is to say the art is the color of lifelines. Which is to say the art is the color of life, which is to say this is a God dream, this is a God dream, this is everything, this is a chance that wraps the prayer into the percussion, that riles the feet and breaks sound barriers in baritone and soprano symphony. That's it, this is everything, this is a hallelujah. The people will remember their hope parts, them wing things we be carrying and forgetting too soon. Shushed too soon perhaps, let the children speak their speak. They still remember the God dream in its purest form. They are God dreams, and I pray we keep them safe and protect their perfect imaginations. Hope we play tic-tac-toe again, laugh again, learn the magic of the giggle, play a good bop, drop and jiggle. We appreciate that which chose to be thick and reverberating like the echoes of some good Jersey club. Get excited again like, yeah. You know. Here are some hopes after Sunday. This poem is a prayer and a power, harmony and a rain dance under Cali palm trees to a Tupac track. And the people speak in tongues and turn up a praise song through bold streets where we blow the bass and yet live. We yet live. This is a God dream. This is a prayer for light, bright, ultra light beam. We yet dream of somewhere safe for bare feet to dance in green grass and smell something good grilling. And in this God dream, no one can judge what they do not know, and they wouldn't want to. God dream. In this God dream, we take the chances that our Chicago dream of Philly determination, living life like it's golden. This is an orange moon-colored head wrapped to the sky. This is everything. I pray we remember we be worthy of love. Touch your heart in heaven. Touch your heart. Say, I am worthy of love. I am worthy of love. I hope we feel hugged and hugged more often. This is a God dream, which is to say this is a love thing. A poem prayer from the pulmonary. Bow your head, close your eyes. Think lives, save lives, and decide to, save lives, deserve to stay alive, streaming now, live, breathing, and newly grateful for a good breath and the bluest sky. I pray that we pause, kindly we pray, pausing to have peace. I pray this is your part, this little light of mine. Be a survivor, a champion in trials. This is a God dream. This is faith. This is more of bird watching. This is winning with flight. We are the ultralight beam. This is a praise, a hallelujah, a fire tongue, a conscious stream. This is take off, blast off, onomatopoeia. This sometimes whispers, sometimes shouts, sometimes soul trains. This is everything. Take good care of your light and your flight. Keep pushing for a fresh blessing, a new renewal.